The 3G podcast. We're back from our trials and tribulations at E3. We were gonna do a show on Tuesday, last Tuesday, which was right after E3, which would have been a little bit more topical, but Greg was sleeping in or some crap and didn't show up, so we waited another week and the fucker's still not here. So, he might have a little bit of an excuse. He went to the dentist earlier, so I'm hoping they removed his whole lower jaw or something. So, we'll see how that goes. But we've got a lot of crap to talk about because we still have all the E3 stuff. I don't really want to go through it show by show because we kind of already talked about it, so I made a list of games they showed off. But I guess to summarize at the outset, we didn't really see all that much that was surprising. At least that was my takeaway. It was a very middle-of-the-road E3 this year. We saw a lot more of games that we had previously seen last year. There were also a lot of leaks. I'm not sure anything was revealed that wasn't leaked. I don't recall the Metro game being showed off ahead of time. It might have been, but I didn't hear about it. There were rumors about Shadow of the Colossus. There's another game that was rumored. Right, they've been teasing Wolfenstein for over a year now. That was kind of teased at last year's Bethesda conference. But yeah, overall we didn't see a whole lot of new stuff. I mean, we knew we were going to see Anthem. It was almost unconscionable that we wouldn't see Assassin's Creed and Far Cry 5 and Detroit Become Human and God of War and all that, so not a lot of surprises, but I still think there's a lot of stuff to look forward to. Anyone want to weigh in before I go down the list and we just start talking about the games one at a time?
Nah.
Nah, you're just like, fuck it. Alright. A Way Out. First on the list, and it's actually the first game that was shown at the EA conference that actually caught my eye. I think it's it looks like a third-person kind of story-based game, but it's designed for couch co-op split screen, which is very strange in this day and age. It's strange to see any games with that as an option, much less games that were designed for that, so...
Wait, is that EA one? Because...
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember
I wasn't there.
Didn't I go back and show it to you later?
No.
Oh, well, I failed at my job then.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's a game where you're two guys trying to escape from prison, as far as I can tell. They showed the prison, a car chase, a manhunt. I guys kind of think the split-screen multiplayer Shawshank Redemption looks like it's very story-based. I didn't see much that would lead me into thinking it was, you know, like Grand Theft Auto where you'd be shooting everybody in the face or anything. So...
Well, you're escaping.
Yeah.
And you're in a prison, so it's not like you have unlimited access to guns or anything.
I kind of got the vibe of, like, L.A. Noire, where you're supposed to be cooperatively playing a story and playing off each other. I know L.A. Noire wasn't like that, but it just reminded me, where you would see the in-game characters react, or they'd try to lie to you, and you'd have to figure them out. Kind of like that, but with two players? I don't know. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch. But it's interesting to me just for its premise alone.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
So I'll have to show you the
I
trail.
remember you mentioning it, but you didn't really talk about it to me, and you didn't show it to me, but I wasn't here for the
only problem is that you have to play a co-op.
Yeah,
well, that's not a problem for us.
I think you can play online, can't you?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, but it's still... They said it's kind of designed to be played on the couch with someone. Did you get yourself killed, woman? Oops, where'd you go?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
You vanished.
Oh, right. I forgot that you guys can raise them.
Oh. Well, that explains that. The next game shown, probably one of the biggest games shown at this E3, was Anthem. Man, this one really pissed me off. First, I should get it out of the way. This game actually looks pretty good. As far as third-person shooters go, the fact that BioWare EA has marketed it as a live service just fucking makes my asshole clench up. I know they're gonna ruin it. I'm just waiting for them to talk about the fucking online bullshit they're gonna do and reveal just how much like a Destiny clone this game is. But until then, the actual core gameplay looked really good. Think Mass Effect Andromeda, but good. The suits you're in that game are a little more substantial. Your jetpacks actually last for a long period of time. You can fly around. They're showing off a bit of the gameplay. What is female doing? I guess nature called. She's such a benefit to the show. But when you look at the controls, especially the bottom of the screen where you had your skills mapped out, using the left bumper for one, the right bumper for the other, and both bumpers for another, it's the exact same gameplay scheme that Mass Effect Andromeda used. Except this game seems to have gotten attention, polish, and the A-team, so it kind of just feels like Mass Effect fans were shit on in favor of this, because you can really see where they focused all their attention, and it was sure as fuck not Mass Effect. Jared has heard me complain about enough bugs with that game to know that that is not polished, but it's hard to say that the game doesn't look good. I'm sure we'll be seeing a hell of a lot more of it next year's E3, but I'm just waiting for them to announce how they're ruining it. So, but for now, in the period before they reveal too many details, it looks good and interesting. And then to wrap up the A's, we had Assassin's Creed Origins. What can you really say about this one? Most of the leaks were 100% correct, despite people arguing with me that the pyramid was the eye of the Illuminati and it was referring to something else. No, the game's set in Egypt. Civil War Rome, Egypt, I guess would be the best time to put it. They said Cleopatra's Egypt, but let's be honest and say what time period it really is. Surprisingly, they didn't show that much gameplay off during the E3 shows. This game made an appearance.
Yeah, wasn't it like a 30-second little
it was a little longer
trailer,
than that,
and then they were like, at the end, after it's all done, we can...
Yeah, they did that fucking bullshit, off camera, like...
Yeah, they showed an image of the screen that they were going to be playing it on later. It's like, well, thanks. That's not why I'm fucking watching E3. They did show a whole lot of the game off after the show, after the Ubisoft show, but it's like... Alright, I'll just take a little diversion. That Ubisoft show pissed me off so fucking much. Because they actually had some stuff to show off, but they had to fucking have Miyamoto come out at the beginning and play with some fucking plastic weapons because they were announcing a Rabbids Mario hybrid strategy game. Fuck off with that shit. So yeah, I guess Assassin's Creed Origins got bumped to the post-show because they had to fucking indulge Miyamoto. Fucking give me a break. But this Assassin's Creed, getting back on track here, is a lot more of an RPG. If you're a Assassin's Creed fan, you might not like the look of this. They seem to be going full throttle with their silly RPG elements. Like the warrior bow or soldier's bow they showed off, which was basically the bow equivalent of a shotgun, where it fired multiple arrows in an arc. You remember that, Rebecca?
Oh, yeah. I died, by the way.
Again?
Yeah, I think it's in harder mode.
Yeah, you might be playing on heroic, but... because I know I'm playing in super heroic. Whatever. But all in all, Assassin's Creed Origins, honestly, was kind of the highlight of this year's E3 for me. It's fucking amazing that there's an Assassin's Creed that's relevant again. I think I can guess what Jared's highlight is, but I'll wait till we get to it and we'll see if my... Actually, I have two guesses. which is not really fair, but we'll see if either one of them are correct. But yeah, this Assassin's Creed set in Cleopatra in Egypt, very heavy with the RPG mechanics, including loot, enemies that are leveled up. It looks like they fucking skull fuck you if they're more than 2 or 3 levels above you, but maybe that was just the developers that didn't know what the fuck they were doing. I was a little disappointed when they were swimming around the water and
I think they were trying to show you what that does.
Yeah, but they got wasted really quick. Like, that soldier killed them in 2 hits, so... You remember when they fought the hippo when they were in the water, Rebecca? And they killed it surprisingly easily? I was fairly disappointed by that. I wanted to see the assassin in that game get gored by a hippo. Travel to Hydra
I think
Island.
a lot of people wanted to see that.
Alright. Then next on the list, The Bees, Beyond Good and Evil 2. They showed a fairly lengthy CG trailer of the game, which showed absolutely nothing about the game. And post E3, we kind of learned why, didn't we? There's a Good and Evil game coming out. And what that really means is anyone's guess, because they seem to have, just based on the statements they gave after E3, no clue what the game's going to be, what they're doing, the direction. They were talking about creating your own character and procedural generation, which, it's all fine and dandy, but they were treading dangerously into Mass Effect Andromeda No Man's Sky territory. With a little bit of Steve Molyneux going on there. So I'm a little bit wary. They showed off nothing. They promised too little. They said they were still in day 0 of development. You at E3 if you have nothing to show. But hey,
I had to go to town.
Oh, I think we killed a boss.
Yeah, I think you killed it before I went, which means I'm just gonna miss all that stuff.
Well, it still says travel to Hydra Island, supposed to be, or what I'm supposed to be doing. But it was a pretty trailer. I just have no fucking clue what this game's supposed to be. I guess if you're a fan of Beyond Good and Evil, you're happy to see this game come back. Can we call it a franchise if there's only one of them so far?
I don't know, people say that anyway.
I want to say that's a little bit premature. Then we saw Call of Duty World War II. Anyone care about this? Apparently there are women soldiers and blacks. The blacks trying to be 1950s here. And this caused a bit of an uproar amongst the 3 people who play Call of Duty because they think it resembles history in any way, shape, or form. I think the collective response from the internet was, whatever. For me, I just can't bring myself to care about any Call of Duty games because it's the same old shit. And I know I just said Assassin's Creed looks good, but it actually looks a little bit different this time. You really can't get any more paint by numbers than a World War II shooter. Especially if it's called Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Then we had Crackdown 3. I skipped one. We'll get back to it. We had Crackdown 3, which kind of went AWOL for a while. The last time I remember hearing about this is when Microsoft was still trying to sell us on the power of the cloud. You see the buildings? They're going to be destroyed uniquely every time, and that'll sell Xbox Ones. Only in multiplayer, yes. So
it certainly looked like a game from 2007.
Yeah, the graphics, well, it always had a cartoony style. Did you ever play any of the Crackdown games, Jared?
No.
They're actually kind of, they're pretty good. They mostly remind me of Saints Row, if anything. Which is not a bad thing in my book. So, the gameplay wasn't as good. The story and the characters were nowhere near as interesting, but still, it was kind of a free roamy type game where, and mostly like Saints Row 4, you could leap around, you had guns, superpower, super strength, shit like that. So, it was a good game. wasn't amazing. Most people, if I remember correctly, bought it because it had a Halo 3 multiplayer beta. That's how Microsoft tricked you into buying this new IP, right? Back when they still made those things.
Yeah.
It looked fairly generic. I really can't say too much about it. If I had an Xbox One, I'd probably buy it out of sheer desperation at this point for exclusives, but I can't say that it made me want to buy an Xbox. Should we talk about that? The fucking Xbox One X. Probably a little bit of a story.
Name.
That is a dumb name. It's not any dumber than the Pro, but yeah, they showed off their Project Scorpio, which I'm guessing, like Anthem, will be more interesting before they actually show it off than afterwards.
Exclusive on Xbox One and Windows 10 in true 4K.
Yeah, everything was true 4K. Everything was a... So, that means they have no real exclusives. They have a bunch of timed exclusives. They have a bunch of crap that's going to be on PC anyways.
Yeah,
it looks...
so there's no reason to buy an Xbox One.
No, not if you've been out of a coma and gaming for the last 3 or 4 years. If you haven't been, and you just like woke up yesterday and you have none of the current consoles or a PC, maybe check out an Xbox One X. Because I'm sure with those specs, it's going to look fucking good, but it's just not going to have any fucking games. Not any exclusives anyways. If you ever want to buy yourself a PC, then there's even less reason to ever buy it, because all those games are going to be on the PC anyway, so what's the point? I don't know. I expected no more out of Microsoft this time after their E3 last year, but I don't think their show was bad. They just fundamentally failed to sell me on an Xbox One X, and hence any of their games, so I guess that does make it a pretty bad show. Anyways, Crackdown 3 on Xbox One and Windows PC. So maybe I'll just check it out on Steam someday, right? Who am I kidding? I hate Steam. Then we had Code Vein, which I skipped earlier. Gameplay is definitely looking just a little bit Souls-ish, wouldn't you say, Jared?
Yeah.
Of course, you've got the obligatory teenage vampire thing going on, which... Yeah, okay, I guess. I think it's a single-player only game. They haven't really announced too much about it. Like, I know that you make a character, and I was pretty sure what graphics we were going to get after God Eater. But it looks alright. I can't honestly say that I'm tempted to spend any more than $20 on it, if even that. I know that you make a protagonist and you have a companion that travels around with you, but yeah, that's about all I cared to find out about it, really. Next we had Days Gone. Rebecca, what did you think of Days Gone?
I think it looks good.
Shooting lots of zombies. It showed off more of the gameplay. I was a little disappointed to see, you know, you gunning down humans and planting sticky bombs and creating distractions, and so that it was...
I actually liked that aspect because it's not just a zombie game.
At this point, I kind of want just a zombie game.
There are just zombie games already.
Is there any game where you just fight zombies and not people? Like, I mean, Resident Evil, but they're kind of blurring the line of what counts as an actual zombie, aren't they?
Yeah, a little bit.
Later Resident Evil games. They certainly fight more than just zombies.
Oh, yeah, I guess you... Well... They really got off the whole zombie kick a long time ago. Like, it's not really a game about zombies, it's a game about zombies and mutants and paramilitary. Yeah, it's all kinds of weird shit, but It wasn't bad. It just, I kind of, at the end, wished it was more about zombies. It seemed very similar to The Last of Us. Except, a lot more zombies, which is always good, but...
Well, there are a lot of zombies in The Last of Us.
Yeah, but I mean... They have, like, the zombie flood mechanic from what is it, DayZ?
World War Z.
World War Z. DayZ's that game. Right. Getting my zombie references mixed up.
I think they said, like, the zombie horde thing that we saw at last E3 was, like, towards the end of the game or something like that.
They shouldn't show that. They should never have shown that then.
I was kind of thinking that based on how the zombies acted, that the zombies were kind of like in Dead Rising, where they're less enemies as much as they are almost environmental hazards, just based on their number and, you know, how prevalent they are.
Yeah.
That's just what it seemed like. I could be wrong.
That's kind of what they are.
So.
I don't know. It's Far Cry Zombies. Days Gone. Appears to be like that.
It looks pretty good. It's just, I don't know. The zombie-human paradigm.
You know, I kind of am interested in playing Far Cry games, but there's so enough zombies. Also Days Gone.
Okay, well, fair enough. If Far Cry made Far Cry 6 or Far Cry Zombies, would you be in for it?
Well, it would be Days Gone.
So you'd be in for it?
Yeah, probably, maybe.
Next we had Destiny 2.
We take a joke too far.
I wanted to stretch that joke until it broke.
You did.
They showed off a lot less of Destiny 2 than I thought they were going to, and I'm not complaining. So, does anyone have anything favorable to say about Destiny? Or can we throw it in the category of Call of Duty and just... Yeah, okay, next.
I just don't give a fuck.
Still in the D's, we saw Detroit Become Human, more of that story-based game. The graphics look really good, but I don't know, story-based games really aren't my thing. Especially since we're treading over that tired old ground of I'm a robot, I'm an AI, do I have a soul? Yeah. I haven't had to answer this ethical quandary in 1,000 sci-fi shows before, so... Are we supposed to destroy these suits, or... Oh, yeah, okay.
So, I left the game and came back so I could defeat MODOK, because you guys went to the next transition area and before I could get there. And... because I had to do another objective before I could do that.
Uh-huh.
And now I've come back to the game, and MODOK is still not there. Hate that. Because... sometime later when I come back, it'll probably fucking be there, but right now it's fucking not. So I can't progress. I've completely closed it. If I use close application, it should reset that shit.
Well, why don't you just travel back to us and kill things with us so you can level up?
Because that shit pisses me off and I don't like playing if I can't progress the shit.
Speaking of which, you have Diablo 3, right, Jared?
What?
On the PS3.
Yeah.
Okay, groovy. I just found out that Greg doesn't have it yet. I thought he bought that a while ago. He's just failing at everything lately.
He talked about wanting to get it the other day.
So, we all have copies except Greg, and I'm really itching to play it. I need to keep working on Mass Effect Andromeda, and I did a lot of work yesterday. Like 11 hours, but...
Yeah, I got a lot of work to do too.
Yeah, I know. Well, see, I thought Final Fantasy 12 came later in July. Now I'm like, holy crap, that thing's like 3 weeks away. I need to finish fucking Mass Effect before Persona. Or before Persona. Before Final Fantasy 12. So. Okay. Anyone have anything to say about Detroit Become Human? Kind of my thoughts towards it.
Well, I mean, if it's ever a free game on PlayStation.
Yeah, it might be an
Plus,
easy platinum in like 3 years when they give it away for free.
Yeah, I mean, usually they take because there's like 20 endings and shit like that.
Skip dialogue, hold down X. I hope that's an option, right? Oh, that just reminded me somehow. They have Metal Gear Solid 5 for sale on PSN right now. For $10. That a good deal, Jared?
$10. It's worth $10 at least.
Because it's been $20 on Amazon, and that's really been well cheap enough for me to buy it. Considering that I just bought 2 copies of Earth Defense Force, so...
Yeah, good.
And Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil Edition.
And Diablo 3. What is that woman doing
just
now?
Get Greg to buy Earth Defense Force.
Yeah, we'll have to peer pressure him into it. That and Monster Hunter World. So. But yeah, I'm tempted. I might buy Metal Gear Solid 5 finally. Because it's so cheap. Because $10 is just ridiculous. Alright.
But why not buy the definitive edition? Oh wait, there ain't nothing definitive about it.
Doesn't it just include Ground Zeroes?
I don't know. I think something like that. I mean, multiplayer DLC or something.
Ah, who cares?
Like that.
Yeah, because they gave Ground Zeroes away for free. I still haven't touched it. So that would just be...
I don't think I've touched that either.
It's a PS Plus game. I have trouble playing them. Alright, here's a game that we're sure to have something to talk about. Dishonored 2 Death of the Outsider. I guess this is a standalone DLC.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the character it stars. I mean, I remember the character,
I think
but
her name's Billy.
Is she the captain of that ship you ride in on early on in the game?
I don't think so. She's from one of the DLCs from the first Dishonored. I think.
Oh, okay. That's why I would recognize her. Alright.
Damn it, Billy! Why won't you kill me?
What are you doing, woman?
It's South Park.
Huh?
South Park.
Where do you keep going?
I drank 2 slushies and a fucking giant thing of Mountain Dew.
Right.
What do you think I'm doing?
We went to town today because we had to go shopping for groceries and whatnot. And by groceries, we mean fat people food. And because we're fat people...
we needed, like, tomato sauce. That's healthy.
Yeah, tomato sauce and 3 different huge things of cheese and pepperoni and...
Don't count those. The tomato sauce was the healthy thing. Parmesan cheese isn't too bad for you either. As far as cheese goes.
As far as cheese goes.
Well, you tend to not eat more than a tablespoon or 2, and...
That's like saying a
Not very high
Beretta
in
isn't
calorie
that
thing.
dangerous for you as far as guns go. Okay, but yeah, so we went to Taco Bell and I guess the person ahead of us drove off without getting their icy, slushy, whatever, so they gave it to Rebecca instead. I guess they were like, you want this?
Well, she was like, the other person drove off, so here, you guys can have that. Just don't tell anyone.
And then she ate or drank both of them. And she had a drink from earlier. So she's probably got about
thirsty.
8 pounds of sugar in her right now. Slushing around. Slowly leaking out of her tiny little bladder. So. That was pretty cool from Taco Bell, but they also forgot to put any meat on their Nachos Bel Grande, so...
They didn't
evens out.
forget. I'm pretty sure I got somebody else's order.
Well, given what we saw earlier, I wouldn't be surprised by that. Anyways.
Yours had, like, his was, like, picture perfect.
Oh, it was good shit, too. I ate the hell out of that. Right. Dishonored 2, Death of the Outsider. It's more Dishonored. What do you want? I really need to go and play that game, though. I've been getting tempted.
Yeah.
It's on my short
I
list.
think the main character you play as, I'm guessing you play as Billy or whatever her name is.
Yeah, I know the
She's
name, I just don't
from
know the character.
First DLC of the first Dishonored.
Yeah, I never played any of those DLCs.
You should recognize Dodd, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
The works of men are fragile.
'Cause
So,
he was in the main game.
is this one like a prequel, or...
I had no idea.
Huh. Did you play any of the DLC from the first Dishonored?
I played like 1 or 2 missions.
Oh, wow, so it was significant DLC.
Oh yeah, it's really, really good DLC.
I should play that, what's it, The Witches of something?
Love is my business.
I'm so bad at gaming. But yeah, I should play that DLC, because I think you were the one who's been telling me that's really good. And that I need to stop being such an insufferable noob and play it. Speaking of DLC, I just platinumed BioShock, and I was about to delete it from my hard drive, because that's the impetus for platting games, really, so I have an excuse to delete them. And I remembered that one of Greg's friends was talking about how good the Minerva's Den DLC was. So I was like, you know, I'll play through that. It's supposed to be pretty short and have a good story, and I'll be damned, it was pretty good. So, a little late to the party there, but Minerva's Den. I think it's got 3 silvers and 3 or 4 bronzes, so for 2 hours of play, that's not a bad number of trophies to get. And they're all really easy, so... And, it's good, you know, if you like the BioShock gameplay and you like good stories and games, good way to waste 3 or 4 hours. Alright, so Dishonored, Death of the Outsider, I can't say I'm going to buy it straight away. I think
It's gonna be $30.
it's a standalone, right?
Whoa, what the fuck was that?
Oh, I blew up a generator. Or do you mean in real life?
Yeah.
No idea. Pittsburgh? City being... Well, you don't even live in the city, do you? Whatever. If it's a standalone, yeah, I'll probably wait for it to go down in price. If it's DLC, maybe I'll wait for a collector's / ultimate edition. I can't really bring myself to say I'm going to buy it, even though I love Dishonored, since I haven't found time to play Dishonored 2. Although I'm thinking, once I knock Doom off my list of games, I might make Dishonored 2 the next one. Whenever I'll get around to that. Because they've been announcing all kinds of games coming out on PS4, which absolutely must be purchased, and I'll get to that later. Up next, we had Dragon Ball Fighter Z, which is a horrible name for this game, but god damn does it look good.
Oh,
Have you been-
God, it looks fucking gorgeous.
Have you been watching more trailers for this? I can't stop myself from watching trailers. It just looks fantastic. I think I watched some of IGN's gameplay trailers of it, and I mean, it's beautiful. I just wish these fuckers would play someone other than Gohan and Boo for a second.
Yeah,
Hopefully
right?
it has a decent roster.
Yeah, I hope it does. It looks just like the fucking anime, and when they do those little scenes for when the characters do a dash attack after each other, they switch to like 2.5D, and it just looks fucking gorgeous. And some of the special attacks where they rotate the camera and all the energy, and it's spot on. I suck at fighters, I'll suck at this, I'll probably fucking break a controller if I play it, but I kind of want to wait for it to be $20 and test my luck and Rebecca's patience. So, that was...
Yeah.
I can't really say it was a surprise, but man, that was a welcome little show they had there, where they showed off that game. That was some fucking cool shit.
Got fucked.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I reconfigured my character so all my main attacks do debuffs. And then I have a lot more powerful attacks I can do when I charge up my Tempest. I finally figured out how this character works.
The Dragon Ball Fighter Z is made by the people who did Blast Blue and Guilty Gear.
Yeah, that explains it. Well, no, I was kind of giving them too much credit. They've kind of exceeded themselves a little bit. I've seen those Blast Blue games sold on GOG, and they looked kind of neat from an art perspective, but not anywhere near this fucking good. I mean, these are just ridiculous. So
yeah, and then on the other end of the spectrum, you had Marvel versus Capcom Infinite, which looks like shit. Good God. Did you see any of that stuff from that?
I saw a little bit.
Good God, Chun-Li's face looks like something.
What's this? I have to look this up now. Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate? Or Infinite. Chun-Li gameplay. Let's see this. Oh, they're actually showing gameplay. Wait. This isn't even the characters you said it was, you liars.
I mean, just look at the images of, her face and Dante's face.
Yeah, I'll just do a search. Google images.
And fucking Captain America looks ridiculous.
They all look kind of bland. And her head is way too tiny for her body. Oh. Well, right here she has a wandering eye. I'm not sure what that's about.
I posted a screenshot in Slack.
Okay, show me the worst one. Yeah, that's just... Captain America looks like a simian there. I don't know what the fuck his outfit is. And Chun-Li is... Nothing is right about her proportions. Yeah, that's bad. I thought we were past the stage where you would just see outright bad art and proportions in mainstream video games.
Nope.
That's impressive. I don't know what else to say. Okay. Yeah. One game is absolutely nailing their IP, and the other one is making a mockery. What is wrong with her eyes?
Look at fucking Dante on the far right.
He looks like a crack fiend zombie. Who's developing this game?
The same company that did all the other Marvel vs. Capcom games, which is weird.
Who's that? I want to say Capcom because it's Capcom.
Yeah. I mean, fucking Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Character.
Yeah, how do you fuck that up?
They actually used a good Dante, too.
Yeah, they used Devil May Cry 3 Dante.
I do remember briefly seeing that and going, oh, look, they used actual Dante.
And Greg was like, jeez. Because he still clings to the false notion that DMC is an actual Devil May Cry game. He's wrong. And we should never cease pointing it out. But, I digress. Alright, what do we got? So, Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Horrible name, but it looks so fucking good. If you're a fan of Dragon Ball, you have to just look at this game and go, holy shit.
No, really.
Because of how good it looks.
Yeah, it looks boss.
Especially Frieza, man. I kind of want to get that game just to play Frieza, because his mannerisms are down. Every little douchey counterattack with his tail is fantastic. Frieza's great. Alright. So next we have Far Cry 5. Oh, you want to say something?
I think they'll add some Dragon Ball Super characters in it, because when Frieza transformed, it was Frieza Gold Frieza or whatever
Yeah.
they call it.
Oh, they'll certainly, and that's a popular thing,
Yeah.
so it makes sense.
Oh yeah, they'll probably add. I don't know if you've seen any of the Dragon Ball Super or whatever.
I saw clips.
There's a character called Hit that's like in like the first tournament or something Goku was in. They'll probably add him. I don't know who else they'll add.
I heard they finally added a female Super Saiyan into the mix. I mean, they're only, years later than pretty much every fan that has ever had a shot at character customization in a Dragon Ball game, but... Okay, let me get out of fucking town and go. What are you doing, Rebecca?
I'm fighting MODOK.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the list and I was like, who the fuck else is playing Storm? It was my own... Whatever. I'm an imbecile. Just ignore me. Alright.
Yeah, you are.
Far Cry 5, they showed off a lot less of this game than I thought they would. Again, Ubisoft, they had to waste so much time on nothing that when it got time to show off the games, because they've got some games this year. And they're kind of like, we could show off games like Assassin's Creed and Far Cry 5, but fuck it, let's show off Rabbids instead. It's fucking mind-boggling.
Ever.
Okay. Far Cry 5, we saw some gameplay, and, well, one, I have to say that obviously they were using some sort of cheat that gave them infinite health, because I played Far Cry, and you can't weather that much damage, and two, holy crap, that developer must have formerly worked at Polygon or something, because he could not hit for shit. I watched him looking through a scope, aiming at someone's head, and pepper the fucking pavement, the asphalt of the road they were on, like 7 times before they gave up and just ran to a church across the street and started blind firing an SMG through the window.
It was horrible.
Wasn't it? It's so bad that I can't tell too many details, but I remembered that skit. There's just something in my brain now when I see someone else playing badly. Like, even worse than I tend to, where my brain just goes, starting record.
Yeah, it wasn't quite up there with the Polygon Doom video, but it
Well,
was
no.
pretty bad.
Nothing is up there.
Yeah, that's kind of a whole nother level. I'm
That
right
was-
behind you, and I could shoot you point blank, but oh shit, I shot the floor.
Oh man, that was... I don't think it's like Benny Hill
That sneaky
music.
floor.
I'm thinking of something else. You know that music, the comedy music that somebody set that to. They cut clips and set it to that fucking cliche comedy music, which I'm not going to try to emulate here. It's not Benny Hill, but that's the only thing that comes to mind. Although I think Benny Hill would have worked for that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You would just had to have edited it in faster clips. But that was atrocious. But yeah, what can you say about this game? It looks like Far Cry. I love the setting, mostly because of all the fucking butthurt right-wingers that are whining. But
How dare you make fun of us? It's okay if you make fun of anyone else, but you can't make fun of us. Snowflake, snowflake.
yeah, I know.
Salty vagina.
Not
I mean,
Sandy.
sandy vagina. Both.
Okay, there we go. Because salty sounds a bit too much.
Salty would probably be pretty bad. I don't know, I've never had salt in my vagina, so I don't know, but I don't think it would be pleasant.
Well, now you must try it and tell us
No, I
if
will
it is
not
a
try
useful analogy or not. Well, then
that.
you can't
I'm
say
fairly
it.
certain it's unpleasant. Soap is unpleasant in your vagina unless it's made for vaginas.
They make soap for vaginas?
Yes, they make soap for vaginas.
Wonderful. Alright. Moving on. And this,
Now that you have that bit of information.
now that we know about soapy vaginas. Fortnite was a game that came back into the headlines a few days before E3. This shows you how far back we are with the podcasting stuff, but we've got to cover it all, damn it. We're halfway through the list. This game
Yeah.
looked so fucking tits at first. You had zombies, you had character customization, you had 4 classes, you could play fucking co-op online with your friends and build bases and set up traps and craft better fucking weapons and shit. And then between zombie raves or storms, you'd go out into the city and you'd cut down trees and break cars and loot shops for more items to build a bigger, better, more deadly zombie death hole base. And then they told me it was free to play. And I saw the pricing schemes. And I know right now they're doing early access where you can be a founder and you can pay $40 for a code. Or you can spend more than that. And they're just some of the shit they're giving away. Like if they just had a normal Kickstarter, right? Where they were selling digital copies of the game in early access, I would have been fine with it. I would have preferred just having a normal retail release, but whatever. I would have been fine with it if they just did that. But when you start selling different tiers of hero cards in your starter sets, and different weapons, and the worst fucking thing of all, you start selling more safe capacity and inventory capacity, that's when I start thinking you're bullshit. You're bullshit, and everything in your game is going to be a scam.
That's exactly like this game that we're playing right now.
Yeah, pretty much. With this horrible inventory limit that has me going to town all the time because they make you accumulate so much junk. And, it's just artificially introduced misery, and it's disappointed because I kind of fell in love with the game for about 15 minutes when Jared first posted a video of it, and I was like, this looks awesome.
Yeah, and then the information.
Yeah, and then I looked at their site and saw their pricing, and I was like, so what are you going to do, right? But Fortnite, it's going to be free to play sometime 2018, so if you don't want to waste money on it, and I sure as fuck don't anymore. And see, here's the thing. If it was just a normal game, I probably would have spent $40 on it. Like, just give me a box, sell me the game. Don't play any microtransaction bullshit. I will pay you $40. Now I'm not spending a damn dime on it. So, I don't know. That's probably just me. I'm sure there's enough suckers out there to keep this free-to-play garbage going, and not just going, but growing and getting worse. So. Still, looks neat. I just wish it was not free-to-play. And up next we had God of War. They didn't actually show off that much gameplay either this time, did they?
They did show off gameplay.
They did show off some, but they didn't show off all that much more than they did last time. Am I right? Or am I misremembering it?
It showed a lot of fighting, but yeah, it mostly showed story kind of elements.
Well, it's hard to tell what's actually fighting and what's like cutscene fighting, you know?
Yeah.
Especially when they don't bring up like a user interface or a HUD or anything. So, some people might find those distracting, but that's what lets me know this is actually a game. You know, they're showing me raw footage of the thing being played instead of a cutscene of stylized combat that you won't actually see in the game. I do have to say, it looks pretty fucking epic though, especially I'm gonna fuck up the name, Jormungand? Whatever, the World Serpent. That thing was huge, and that is not how I would have designed it. But hey, there's a reason that I'm not a professional fucking artist, so that thing looked far more awesome than I would have made it look. I just wish you weren't carrying that fucking kid around everywhere. I was kind of hoping he'd be with you at the beginning, and he would die, or get sick, or get kidnapped, and you'd have to rescue him, or save him, or some shit, but God, traveling around with that little fucker. And I know they're not going to be able to help themselves, but put in defend the little bastard fucking elements. It's just, no. But hey, Jared might be more generous than me.
I'm guessing that if they might do something like, oh, okay, Kratos is gonna die at the end of the game, and this kid will be the next God of War, or something stupid like that.
Yeah, but do you have to have the kid around the whole time?
Well, you're training him. You're teaching him how to be Kratos.
Is there any time where you've played a kid in a game that was supposed to be the heir to another more likable character where you've come off going, I like this character, I want to play him? Because I've always just come off of those going, this kid is a douche, he does not deserve to be in this setting, I hate him and want him to go, and he is just a poor imitation of the original character.
He's like Gohan. Nobody likes Gohan.
Obviously.
Gohan a pussy.
Well, yeah.
Well, they try to, like, make Gohan seem really powerful in the show. Like, he's gonna take Goku's place. See how special he is? But you can never make him take Goku's place because everybody prefers Goku over Gohan.
Well, the story was supposed to be about Gohan, but everybody liked Goku better.
I think that story kind of just got away from Toriyama. Like, obviously that's where the arc was going, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not giving him enough creative credit, but
Oh, I re-invited you guys.
I saw that. I'm trying to finish up this phase. I'm probably just not giving Akira Toriyama enough credit, but it strikes me like he had this whole Gohan thing building, and then there was just never, the character never became good enough to pawn the series off to, but he had this outstanding story arc, so he had to kind of get rid of it, and that's where the whole Cell thing was. And then right after that, it's like, okay, Gohan, you're the strongest character for about 30 seconds, and now we're going back to the original shit.
We'd much rather pay attention to Goku and Vegeta.
So, but that's still, it did set, if this was an accident on Toriyama's part, he recovered pretty well, because I still love that scene during the Cell fight where, you know, Goku's like, okay, well, shucks, gee golly, I guess I couldn't beat him, so Gohan, tag in, your turn. And then Gohan's getting his ass kicked, and Goku's like, why is he not beating Cell's ass? He's supposed to be strong. And Piccolo's like, Goku, he's not a fucking fighter like you are. And Goku's like, oh, oops. So,
Oopsies! God, I love Team 4 Stars version.
Oh god, yeah. Dragon Ball Z Abridged is so much better than the actual show. Like, they keep the story elements and cut a lot of the bullshit, but they make it all much more funny and brief.
Muffin? No, there's not a muffin. Muffin!
Okay, so I lied when I said they keep story elements, because yeah, there's no muffinry going on in the original.
Oh, come on. That was way better than the actual multiple scenes of him training in the spaceship. Like, how often do I need to see him doing the same thing over and over again?
And there was really no, the whole ending with Frieza was so weak. So fucking weak. But, anyways, we digress.
Alright.
Jared, care to say anything about God of War to finish up?
I'll most likely get it.
I think there's probably an okay chance you'll write about it. That's just guessing.
Probably.
I don't know. It's a PlayStation exclusive, so you know Claire likes to make sure we get guides of those. But yeah, I have no interest in writing about God of War. It's a franchise that has always been a good $20 franchise for me, but this one looks pretty good. I want to see more everything about it.
There's a dupe here.
I wish should have joined your shit, man. Destroy the mystic node in the ruined cellar. Wherever the hell that is. Alright. Next we have Horizon Zero Dawn, The Frozen Wilds. I can't honestly say much about this. because when we were watching the E3 show, there was no fucking sound at the beginning.
Right?
Sony, fucking globally renowned for its audio technology. But they got the sound fixed eventually, but I never went back and watched this trailer, so... I guess you're up in the north in Bannock territory, and it's supposed to be a pretty substantial addition. New robots to fight and all that fun stuff, so... I think it's coming out this year. This is the game. This game right here is the fucking Jaws of my lagoon. Like, I've got a bunch of things that I could do, a bunch of projects I could work on. And this one, we don't know where it is. We don't know when it's coming out. I just have a feeling I'm going to be rowing along merrily in my fucking canoe of planned game guides to work on, and then I'm going to see this fucking fin pop out of the water. Am I pushing this analogy too far? I love Jaws. It's a great movie. So, I already have it pre-ordered because 25% off. Yeah.
Yep, same.
And I'm pretty sure one of us is writing about it. There are probably not too many guides that will get priority over this one, so this looks like a pretty sure thing. I just... no clue when it's coming out.
RPG'd out for the year.
Oh, you're RPG'd out? Fucking Persona.
No, that's pretty much probably all I'll be working on for the rest of the year.
Oh, man.
Persona, Fallout,
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 15, Horizon Zero Dawn.
I'll probably be working on Nina Kuni too.
Yeah. I can't get RPG'd out, man. That's just crazy talk. I almost think less of you for saying that, but...
Final Fantasy 12.
Yeah, well, see? How can you be RPG'd out? You got Final Fantasy 12 here soon.
Yeah,
Maybe
Jared.
I worded it wrong. I worded it wrong like Jim Ryan.
Did he word it wrong, or was he taken out of context, or is he just an idiot?
All three of them.
There you go. I was hoping you'd say all of the above. So, yeah, God, that fucking guy. We're not going to get into him again.
Yeah, I know.
But, yeah, I can't get RPG'd out. It's my life's blood. And I did just spend a lot of time alternating between working on Mass Effect Andromeda, which I'm Mass Effected out. I can safely say that, but...
Yeah, you just have like this angry look on your face the whole time while you're playing that.
It's just like, oh god. Why won't it end? Why is there more stuff? I am getting angry when I will go to a place that I've already explored to finish a quest, turn it in, and I see more fucking blue hexagonal quest markers on the map. I'm like, how fucking dare you? But they do. They have no shame. You can't complain there's no content, but you can complain about the quality. So I'm kind of just like, save me Final Fantasy 12. Even if I have to do all the media for it, fine. It's not Mass Effect. Jesus.
As long as you do a lot of pictures of Vaughn.
Yeah, all pictures of Vaughn.
Oh,
Vaughn
man.
must be in every picture.
Should we troll Claire like that?
Well, earlier, you're like, you better hurry up and delete what I said in Slack.
He said that he played a Vaughn-only playthrough before.
Why? Why would you do that to yourself?
And I told him that you better delete that before Claire sees it. So maybe Jared won't be employed in a month.
So I went back, I edited what I said, and I put only Vaughn in bold.
Oh god. He wants to get fired. He's ready to go. That's the only possible answer. Alright. And then we had Marvel Spider-Man. No one really cares about that, so let's move on to the next thing.
Wait, what?
He's just being a dick.
I'm just trolling.
That game looks beautiful.
Yeah, that game looks
Even
fucking
if
fantastic.
it's just Spider-Man. It looked gorgeous.
I am
Got a lot
not.
of quick time events though.
I am not a Spider-Man fan. I am not a quick time event fan. But, and you know, I'm not even the game. I wonder how much of that was set up. You know, because will you really be prepared to make all those snap judgments and use the terrain that effectively your first time through? I mean, obviously it was. I'm sure there are a lot of things you can interact with. I'm sure it wasn't a misrepresentation of the game, but I would be surprised if a normal player got their hands on that game and made it look as good as the gameplay we saw. But
Yeah, that was really fucking smooth.
yeah, so it looked really fucking good, and I guess that's the challenge: is you play the game and get good enough, and then you look like an unstoppable Spider-Man badass. But I kind of wonder how generous the time windows are. How much of it's on rails, how representative of the actual finished product that all is. But from what we saw, it looked fucking worthy contender with the Batman games we had last generation. Superhero games, man, they've really made a fucking comeback. Like, they were good at times in the NES and SNES, but then they were shit for like 10 years at least. Unless I'm missing any notable example. Excluding fighting games, because those don't really count.
There was maybe one or two on like, SNES. There was Maximum Carnage, a Spider-Man game that was pretty good.
Yeah. Didn't I say SNES had good ones?
I don't know.
Wasn't the... No, this might have been last gen, too. There was some superhero game that was like a Diablo-type game. I could swear you're the one who told me about it, Jared.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance?
Yeah, wasn't that pretty good?
Yeah, it was decent.
Okay. So, I do not know where this ruined cellar is. I guess they're not going to give us a waypoint, so we just need to look at the place names.
I'm fighting Madam Hydra.
Are you ahead of us or behind us?
I don't know.
It's like right behind us, I think.
Oh, okay. But, yeah. The game looked fucking fantastic. The combat looked so good and so smooth.
I've died about 6 times.
Well, there's not really much of a death penalty as far as I can tell, so...
There isn't, like, any.
Well then, die away, woman face.
I am.
But Jared, what did you think about it?
What?
Spider-Man.
Oh, looks fucking great.
Day one buy for you.
Yep.
I look forward to listening to you gush about it. I did not find the treasure in there. Where are they hiding it? Next up, we had Middle-earth: Shadow of War. They showed off a little more substantial gameplay than they did before, but I can't really say it was anything amazing. We pretty much know everything we're going to know about this game, don't we?
I think so. I don't think there's too much more they can unleash.
It looks fucking good. I just... they should have came out with the game in September, because I have the sinking feeling this is going to turn into a Dishonored type deal where I'm just not going to get the time to work on it. But hey, worst case scenario, I have to just settle for playing it. Boo-hoo. Then they showed off on this PlayStation conference, which I thought was the best show, because they just said, hey, have 45 minutes of games.
Yeah, they actually did it the way that it should be.
Lady be praised.
Yeah, no shit.
Exactly what I need.
One of the games they showed off was Monster Hunter World, so it looks like those rumors that we talked about on an earlier podcast were indeed true. Capcom is working on a Monster Hunter game focused for the Western audience. It turned out that it's not quite open world. If you remember the Monster Hunter, the old Monster Hunters, I guess. Shouldn't really call them old because they release one every 2 days, but the 3DS Monster Hunter games, I think would be more fair. They have maps which are kind of segregated by terrain. You have essentially jungle map, the Arctic map, the desert map, the volcano map. You've seen this thematization. Am I saying that right? Whatever. You know what I mean. These thematic elemental setups. There we go. Multiple times in games. And they'll have like a dozen tiny little map chunklets in each area. And you just go from short area to short area on one environmentally themed map and transition between areas with a loading screen every 5 seconds. And basically exactly like Toikoden.
Yeah,
well, getting...
that sounds like the way that Toikoden is.
Yeah, Toikoden's areas were a little more substantial on the whole than Monster Hunter's. But Monster Hunter World, they still have the game segregated by terrain type, but instead of having little map chunklets and loading screens between each one, you now just have a relatively contiguous map with, I guess, only loading screens between major terrain shifts. So, the weird fucking Monster Hunter animation is still there. That's both a good thing and a bad thing. If you want an authentic Monster Hunter experience, that's good, but that whole dinkish run, exaggerated high-step run with your back tilted way back, still in there. It's still very much a Monster Hunter game.
Goofy as fuck.
Yeah, the oversized weapons. They still have the timer, so I'm guessing all missions are still timed. No enemy life bars, although you can see the damage display, which actually is fairly important. You'll know what attacks are working, at least, if not how much longer you have to go. It's got 4-player drop-in multiplayer, which it would be a staggering omission if it didn't have that, but we have games like Dragon Quest Heroes and Odin Sphere that don't have multiplayer of any sort, and you'd think those would be perfect games for it. But Monster Hunter World looks pretty fucking good, if I say so myself. So much so that I'm going to try to bully everybody on the podcast into buying a copy so we can play it. Unless I see more of the game that I don't like, then maybe I'll have a change of heart. But right now, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty solid. Oh, and yes, I told you this already, Rebecca, but I'll tell you again on air. There is no combat underwater.
Yeah.
Which was atrocious in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and I'm not sad to see it go, so...
That shit was awful.
Yeah, I just trying to orient the camera with only one analog stick with an enemy that was faster than you, could lunge from great distances. Just, no thanks. So that's gone. Fantastic. All the weapon types are there. They seem to have introduced a crossbow or a grapnel or some way to be more mobile. It looks very Dragon's Dogma-ish, the way they grapple at times, so... Oh, and by the way, the game is fucking gorgeous, so... Another minor consideration there. Supposedly coming out early 2018? I hope it's a worldwide release.
Everything's fucking else.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, Claire's making fun of me because I think every game's coming out at the beginning of 2018. But I don't think I'm that far off.
Hey, like half of them are coming out October of this year, and the other half are coming out first quarter 2018.
Yep. Well, we did just get news that things are going to be a little more busy leading up to all the games coming out than we thought, but we'll get to that in a bit. Yes, there's a lot to go over. At the Xbox show, they showed off Ori and the Will of the Wisps. This was probably one of the best looking games they showed off on the Xbox, and maybe one of the more interesting exclusives to look at. But again, it's on PC, so
Yeah.
Don't need an Xbox for this one either.
Yep, the first game's on Steam.
I can't wrap my head around that business strategy. Like, if you do successfully merge your console business, with the PC business, what have you really achieved except to give Steam more access? Unless they think they're going to erode Steam's market share on PC, which...
Come on, buddy.
I mean, I guess if they were dicks and they built some sort of gaming... some invasive, obtrusive gaming service into the Windows and wanted all their games to run off of that service. But frankly, I think they just kill their games, and honestly, if you take a semi-open platform for gaming out of Windows, I think you are doing drastic damage to Windows. As silly as that sounds.
Yeah,
Excuse me. Right, I skipped another game here. Let's go back a bit to the M's. Metro Exodus, they showed off at the Xbox show.
Oh yeah, that one looked neat.
Yeah, that game looked pretty graphically pleasing. You were outside more than I remember of the first Metro games. Jared, you went and bought the Redux, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, I've had that one for about 3 years now, and I just barely played the first game a little bit. Another game on my shame list. Well, 2 games on my shame list, really. But looks like a pretty neat-ass first-person shooter. Granted, those are rarely ever day one buys for me, but for a shooter, it looks pretty fucking good. Except for the mutant zombie bear. God, I fucking hate bears.
It was rumored.
It was rumored?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see the rumors about that. Okay. I'm not surprised that it was. I didn't see anything. You were usually the one leaking all the rumors to me. I didn't even have to look for them. I'd just see my Slack notification pop up and I'd be like, oh, there's Jared.
Because, like, when, like, something like E3 comes up and I check the news sites, like, every fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah, I could tell. I got most of my news, my early news from Jared, so... Occasionally, I'd slip something in where I would be awake before him, and that sounded pretty bad. Gaming news. Jared has to sleep sometime, and sometimes I'd find the stories first and put them on Slack, but mostly it was him. Oh, and then we had everyone's favorite game at the Xbox show, Sea of Thieves. This game looks like such putrid ass. I'm saying it's giving that last trailer of Scalebound a run for its money. It was so fucking long, so fucking boring. Microsoft never needs to show this game off again. We get it. We don't care. I don't know. Why are they promoting this game so hard?
Because it's one of their games.
Is it like the only one of their games? Because whatever.
It's made by Rare.
Well, Rare looks like they're in shit form. What the fuck was that tiny little thing running around in my game? I swear I just saw like a midget character.
Probably the raccoon. Who's half the height of the other characters.
Okay, that might be it. Alright, moving on. The biggest surprise at E3, Shadow of the Colossus remake.
Oh, so pretty.
Holy fuck, that looked good. I saw that and I was like, I have to fucking own this again. I never beat the first one, which, yes, Greg roundly criticized me for. But maybe with the DualShock 4, maybe with pretty graphics, I'll give it another go and I'll finally put that game to rest, but god damn.
I had tears in my eyes looking at it though, because it looks so pretty.
Are you actually going to play it?
I'll watch you play it.
That's a new.
I tried to play it on the PlayStation 2, but...
Well, you weren't quite fully weaned onto 3D games yet. They were still,
Oh, that's true.
ramps were still giving you trouble. So...
Well, I grew up with Sega Genesis and...
Yeah, but you also grew up with
PC
stuff like
games.
Quake.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was much easier to see on those games. What I was doing on the PC. For some reason, like, I played Unreal Tournament with you, and I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. I can't navigate these fucking levels.
Well, Unreal Tournament was a fairly ugly game.
When we played, what's it called? Perfect Dark Zero?
Oh, that game was just ass.
I couldn't see anything on that.
You didn't have trouble with Halo.
That's true.
So your blindness is selective. What did you think about this game, Jared?
What, Shadow of the Colossus?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's fucking great. I mean, I never played Shadow of the Colossus.
I think they have a PS3 port of it.
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, okay.
I know you're surprised.
No, you buy way more games than you play. You're even worse than I am about it.
Yeah, let's not talk about buying more games.
Yeah. So how much money did you just spend at Best Buy?
A lot.
Oh, those aren't enemies. You're lucky, you fuckers.
I was attacking them too.
Well, you're a melee character. You should know better. I can't just
Have
get
to
over there.
defeat Mandarin. That's gonna take a lot of deaths.
Yep, it looks like it's just a straight remake of Shadow of the Colossus. The Colossi, the areas, unfortunately the protagonists, all look the same. I can honestly say that... fuck that last game they made, the Last Guardian or whatever the fuck it was. This is what I wanted. Another Shadow of the
Yes.
Colossus. And you know what? Why fuck around with it? You did good the first
They're
time.
not doing something with Ico either.
Yeah, this isn't them making it, is it? This is essentially a remake studio. I can't remember who's doing it. Blue something.
Blue Point.
There you go. So, I don't know what they've done before, but
They've done the Uncharted collection. They've done the God of War remasters.
so they're Sony's
They're pretty good.
go-to.
They're really good.
Okay. I mean, you can't fuck up Shadow of the Colossus.
And they're the best remastered and remake studio.
Well, we'll just have to see how Dragon's Dogma on the PS4 comes out. By the way, they're porting that to the PS4 in case I haven't reminded you lately.
Yeah.
And they still don't have that game on Amazon, so motherfuckers, I want to give you my money. Let me give you my money.
I
Anyway.
roll my eyes and make exasperated noises, but I am actually looking forward to playing it again.
Yeah, there's a good chance we'll have to get 2 copies. Maybe. I don't know. Are there any other games we're going to get 2 copies of because of the must-playsies? I think it's only Monster Hunter World.
Aside from Monster Hunter World.
Yeah. See, Rebecca, you might think that she would want to buy Days Gone, but even though she sounds like she's super hyped for it, I would still wager money she'd be perfectly fine waiting for it to drop to $20 before buying it.
Fuck yeah.
So, I think it would take like The Witcher 4 for her to go, nope, day one.
Yeah, about the only thing well, no, I got super excited about Fallout.
True, yeah, you did buy
What
that.
about Elder Scrolls 6?
Yeah, that's probably a day one.
Oh, yeah.
We coexisted well enough with Skyrim, but we have more money now than we had then, so.
Yeah, that's not
Well,
talking about
I mean-
Bethesda, by the way.
That's not talking about what?
You were getting,
Bethesda.
you were
Oh.
playing on the PC other things, because I would play for 16 hours straight.
Oh
so-
yeah, you were. I was working on that character creation guide, so I'd make her do some of the work. do some of the investigative shit. She'd sit there and tell me, you shouldn't hoard your skill points, because the game's a lot easier for me than it is for you. And I'm like, yeah, but I need to fucking save them so I know what build I want. And then I was playing Skyrim one day, and I was taking some bandit camp near Whiterun, and I come across a bandit chieftain, and he just beats the fuck out of me. He hits me like 3 times with his fucking warhammer, and then he gets a fucking kill cam when he kills me, where he fucking knocks me down and knocks my fucking head off with a warhammer, and I was like, no, I'm investing skill points. Fuck this. The pains I go through for you people. Anyways, what do we got next? Alright, South Park, The Fractured Butthole. Want to talk about this one a bit, Jared? Or it's kind of hard to say much because it's been in development forever, been delayed like 18 times, so we know what it is, and it's just, hey, it's going to be a thing now. Yay!
Yep, October 17th is what they're saying right now.
Fucking October, man.
Everything in
And the gameplay they showed off was pretty good.
I'm still sad that it's not Obsidian doing it. I have a little bit of a gamer boner for Obsidian. In case anyone hasn't noticed. But it's only because they make fantastic games, so.
Well, you know.
But we'll get to them later. Then we had Star Wars Battlefront 2. I can't say that I care about this game, or I was looking forward to it. I don't want to lie to anyone. I might play the demo when it comes out, because I'm sure Greg will go, hey, let's play a demo. And then he'll buy it and spend 18 months on it, like Overwatch, and I'll be done with it in 18 fucking minutes. But there are things based on playing the previous demo and playing with my friends who went out, and the first Battlefront game was the game that, of all things, made them go, no, I have to have a PS4 now.
Well, she loves the Battlefront on the PS2, so she was like, no, you have to get a console because I have to play this game. Then she plays it and she was like,
Yeah, well, because it was
it failed.
very superficial, very skin deep. They were like, you know, this game's an online shooter, so let's just make it like every other online shooter, but with admittably great usage of the Star Trek IP. But it had none of... It was an okay Star Trek shooter, but it was not a good Battlefront game.
Star Wars.
Or Star Wars. Whatever. I just say the better one off the top of my head because reasons. But, they had some things to convince people of. They even said it in their fucking show. Well, we heard your concerns and we addressed them. And then they proceeded, during their gameplay demo, to show off a land-based fucking multiplayer battle, which was all the fucking first game was. So I don't know. Maybe there's new features. Maybe they've added a single player thing. But if they think that a half-ass single player mode,
baffled by that. This game has single player campaign, but here goes multiplayer footage.
yeah, that's all they showed.
Like, what the fuck? You know that thing you asked for? It's in this game. Nah, bro. Just trust us. It's there.
Is it good? Is it bad? Only one way to find out. It's like, no, you needed to show ship battles. You needed to show, I don't know, split screen. You needed to show some of the new game modes. Why go to E3 with essentially a game that's... It's not even a new game. It's basically just an annual iteration of an old game. Let's be fucking real. Which is fine, but when you do that, you need to, you know, show what is different about this one. And they really didn't do that. They said, hey, guess what's the same about this one?
Morons.
Okay.
This E3 had a lot of fails.
It did. It was very hit and miss. And the hits weren't even, like, really great body blows. The hits were like, Well, I guess Shadow of the Colossus was the closest thing. That was pretty weird, you know, just like... Anyways. Next, State of Decay 2. I never played the...
that one.
It was a zombie game. What more do you want? Can you tell us more about this, Jared?
I don't know, they just look like ass.
It did kind of look poorly, like a poorly animated zombie game. Yeah. I think we can pass on that one. The Crew 2. This one infuriated me when they were showing it off because it was just a bunch of driving and flying with no context, with no substance. Sometimes they would do clever transitions in their little trailer, but I'm like, okay, so what's the fucking point of this game? Why am I driving? Is there any reason for me to be doing it? What's the sell? I own a fucking car. I don't know. Maybe these types of games just aren't for me. Then we had The Evil Within 2, near the end of the list. We would talk about this game a little bit more, but the super fanboy for it, I guess, decided to sleep in, so... I like to call this trailer the Semen trailer, because that was their clever transition. Greg called it wax, but...
Oh, I said it looks like Elmer's glue more than anything else.
Yeah, the
but,
characters...
you know where somebody's mind usually goes.
They were showing weird, spooky, creepy shit, and then, like, the character would transition into white fluid and appear out somewhere else. It was weird.
It was the white version of Death Stranding.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I just want to point out, I need less than 100 more Eternity Splinters to get Deadpool.
Yeah, but we have, like, Killing Floor, and then we're going to have Earth Defense Force, and I don't know how much longer this game's going to last. I think you might have...
play it by myself with Deadpool.
I believe that. Don't get me wrong. The Evil Within trailer actually looked pretty good. It was an interesting trailer.
What the fuck is shooting rockets?
I don't know. I didn't play the first... Do we own the first one, Rebecca?
First what?
Evil Within. Did you buy that?
It's on my stack.
Yeah. I never played it. I can't say too much about it. Yeah. Along with Alien Isolation. I heard Until Dawn was a pretty easy platinum, so I'm probably going to pop that in sometime, but... I'm in a platinum spree. Sue me.
Platinum?
Platinum. I am in a platinum spree.
Oh, God. Hey, an Eternity Splinter.
So. Uncharted, The Lost Legacy.
You disgraced my family.
You have disgraced my family. You have to be all gravelly when you talk Japanese. If you don't talk all gravelly, then you're Chinese. That's how this
works. Why are they flying jalapenos in this level?
I don't know, because they ran out of flying fucking T-Rex rockets.
T-Rex penises.
Okay.
They did look like penises.
Hilarious.
Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Jared, tell us about this, since I'm pretty sure you're writing about it. It's Uncharted with twice the booby.
Yeah. You're not playing Nathan Drake.
Yeah. I actually have to admit, sometimes I found Nathan Drake funny. Like, he's a complete fucking goober, but he's still kind of funny, so I give that character a pass. But, who are you playing this time? Am I Chloe?
I'm playing Chloe.
I remembered it. Okay, awesome.
She was in Uncharted 2. I mean, she's been mentioned in other games, but I think she was mainly in Uncharted 2.
AKA the hotter one whom Nathan should have ended up with. Ah, well.
And then the other character is someone from Uncharted 4. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I need to play those games. I still haven't pulled the trigger and bought Uncharted 4 yet, though, so... All right.
It's only $20.
I know. Was it? I don't remember seeing it go down that low.
Maybe it'll be 12 on Black Friday.
Yeah. I mean, I'll nab it for $20 if it's that on Black Friday, but at this point, it's kind of like I might as well just wait.
I still need the platinum on Jordan 4.
Yeah, but you have to
the
play through it in a
platinums on all the other
hard
games.
difficulty, so nah.
It ain't that bad.
I don't know.
There's cheats and tricks you can get.
Ah. I saw Claire fight that dude with the sword at the end. Spoilers! And he fucking stabbed her so many times. I was just like, oh man, these cutscenes look so annoying. Cutscene, QuickTime
Yeah,
events.
anything.
Oh, I don't know. Did I go the wrong way?
Quick time events.
How do I select you? Shit.
Quit
Social.
crying, Daredevil, you fucking pussy.
I'm traveling to you.
Jesus.
Hey, I'm level 50. Awesome. Then we had Vampire. I don't think this was actually shown off at any time, but Jared, you posted a clip. I guess it was shown like on the floor of E3 or something.
Well,
Are you?
It looked right up your alley.
It did look pretty good. At first, I was like, Vampire. But then I actually stopped being a douche and watched the trailer or gameplay and.
What's the company? Don't Nod Entertainment or something? I think it's a company that did Life is Strange.
Oh, really? Well, this looks like a proper action game. You play, I guess, as a vampire. You seem to have a health bar and I think a stamina meter and then a blood meter. So lots of bars to watch out for. And it's set in...
French developer.
Oh, really? It's set in Victorian England. And I'm guessing the setting is... They mentioned the Spanish flu, so I'm guessing just after World War One, or at the end of World War One. So... It looked pretty good. I can't say I'm buying it, but I can't say that I'm not. We'll have to see. It's on my list. It got on my list of pay attention to this game, so yeah.
Did you ever hear of a game called Remember Me?
Yes, but I don't really remember anything about it.
Same developer.
Okay. I mean, we can't judge a developer anymore. Like, Guerrilla Games pretty much showed us that that is not a thing that we can do anymore. Man, I was so misplaying this character earlier. Because I didn't know what I was doing. And the game never explained it. Anyways, to finish up with the E3 stuff that I want to talk about, we had Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus.
Oh, that one looks good.
That trailer looks, well, it looked funny. The gameplay looked good. But with Wolfenstein, you're kind of looking for a bit more than a first-person shooter these days. Considering how well the last two were. Yeah. The trailers for this...
It's a direct sequel, too.
Yep, that fire-breathing robo-dog. All that shit was great. So...
He's
Wait, calm down.
Yeah, he turned into like a demon. Dr. Demon Doom.
Ow.
God damn it, there keeps being goops and I can't, or dupes or whatever they're called.
Is this
and I
the end
can't
boss
fight
or
them
something? Because if it's not, they went through a lot of effort to make this boss look imposing. What can you say? It looks like Wolfenstein. I think I said something stupid when I was like, it looked like he had his head cut off, but... I don't know the story. See, I need to play those games again. That's the first thing I thought of when I was watching it. I was like, man, I need to get back to that shit, because I have no clue. Like, I remember him knocking that chick up, and then... I don't know. I'm actually interested in the story of a Wolfenstein game.
So, yeah, I need to play them sometime.
I have both of the... or the last two of the ones these guys made, so... what, A New Order and the Old Blood or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
New World Order and...
No, I just think it's called A New Order.
Oh, is it?
I think. But I think I got about halfway or maybe 2/3 of the way through the first one, and then I don't know, shit happens. So another game on my list of things I must get back to at some point, but might not because I suck. Unfortunately, that was the highlight of Bethesda's show. And we'll get to this now. They were fucking atrocious this year. Bethesda's usually pretty good, but this year they sucked. And it's not that they just didn't have anything to show off. Oh, he's got another form. Or something. Oh, this doesn't look fun at all. They showed off, I can't remember what they called it, some corporate speak for, we're gonna fuck you and make you pay for mods. That was one of the things they tried to sneak in there and make it look like, look at all this good stuff we're doing for you. Aren't we just so nice? No, you motherfuckers. We're trying to monetize free shit.
Twitter had something else to say about that.
Oh, man. I don't even know what he hit me with. Yes, after their show, Twitter was ragging them quite roundly about it, and quite deservedly, I have to say. So, people were not buying that shit. And for good reason. It's nonsense. So, yeah, very bad show for Bethesda this year. Man, this guy is an asshole, isn't he? I probably shouldn't stay near him because he's shown that he can kill me pretty easily. And that's it for my portion of the E3 stuff I wanted to talk about. I didn't actually watch the Nintendo event because I did not have any more brain cells to lose after that Ubisoft thing. Like, if I had any will to watching Nintendo show, that shit with Miyamoto ended it.
Ugh.
But Jared watched the Nintendo show, and I hear it was quite good if you own a Switch and you're into that. So, do you want to tell us about what they showed off?
Okay. So, there's at least, I mean, they didn't show any gameplay or anything, but they announced two things. They announced they announced a core Pokemon RPG for the Switch.
Why would they have that?
About fucking time.
Why would they have that Pokemon Direct and announce Pokken Tournament, and then at E3 they'd go, oh, by the way, just fooling, we have a real game for you too.
Stupid.
Some of my loot is in the void of space. That is upsetting. It's nothing like awesome. It's just blue, but shut up, phone. Anyways, didn't they also announce the logo for Metroid 4?
Yeah, Metroid Prime 4.
Right, Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, their E3 main video thing was all Switch stuff.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't it be? I can't complain about that. That's exactly what I would have done myself.
I'm not saying anything bad about that.
I guess I'm going to have to ask Dr. Strange for
They announced two 3DS games I'm interested in their Treehouse shit.
Let's make it.
Treehouse. I don't remember the Treehouse stuff.
There's Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga remake for the 3DS. And then the best one was a remake of Metroid 2.
Yeah, that did look pretty good. Now see, I have a negative aversion to Treehouse. Every time someone says Treehouse, I just go, what are these fuckers censor now? What did they botch? And then, of course, they showed off Super Mario or Mario Odyssey. What is it called?
Yeah, Super Mario Odyssey.
Super Mario Odyssey. Okay. Now featuring hats you can throw and possess enemies with.
It looked good. I thought it looked good.
I mean, it's a Mario game. If you like Mario games, you'll probably like it.
Yeah. Which I know you don't like.
No, I'm not a fan of platformers.
Because there's platforming.
I mean, I'll do platforming, but I don't know. I honestly think that if you weren't a big Nintendo fan back in the day, these Nintendo first parties probably don't have much sway on you.
That's why I don't like them.
Because I think it's just kind of something. It's like religion, right? If it didn't germinate when you were a kid, it's never going to take hold now. You're like, nah, fuck that shit. Oh, I don't even know who this guy that is I'm selling all my stuff to. I guess that wasn't the end boss. They just traveled to Norway. Oh, well, if you insist. So yeah, that was the E3 show. A lot of people gave the win of this show to Nintendo. I'm not really sure. The whole thing was kind of meh overall, like all the shows, to varying degrees. But we knew about Super Mario Odyssey, I mean, from last year, right? And they didn't show anything of Metroid Prime 4, except the logo. So, compared with Sony showing, what, a remake of a 10-year-old game and a bunch of games they already showed off last year, and Microsoft, which doesn't even know what a fucking exclusive is. So, it's like, if you make one criticism about any company this year at E3, you kind of had to make them about all of them. So, like, when you go, who won, it depends what you're looking for. For me...
Well, let's just say it this way. Which company had games that you were most interested in?
Yes. There's one company that doesn't know what a fucking exclusive is. There's another company that doesn't know what a multiplat is. And then there's a third company that has them both. So you know what? I gave my vote to the company that has exclusives I want and multiplats I want. And that is Sony. So, is that unfair? Yes. Is that going to bias it in favor of Sony pretty much any time? Probably, but it's not like Nintendo and Microsoft couldn't have come up with smarter policies. They're the ones who chose not to have multiplats and exclusives, respectively, so... I don't know. That's just my opinion. So, coming out of this year's E3, there's not really any big fall RPG I can point at. Like, last year it was Final Fantasy 15. The year before it was Fallout. The year before that it was Dragon Age Inquisition. This year it's Assassin's Creed Origins? The fuck universe are we living in? But, you know, I can't... It's almost impossible to defend Assassin's Creed because it's an Assassin's Creed and the brand has been so Assassin's Creeded over the last couple of years.
So bland.
But Origins looks good, so I'm not gonna, you know... They want to make it into an RPG and, you know, add some Diablo loot drop elements and some Souls-ish type combat, then how can you really complain? So, I mean, I guess if you're a fan of the last 8 games they made and want them to make number 9 in that vein, I guess you can complain, but then you can't also bitch about them not doing anything new.
I haven't beaten an Assassin's Creed game, so I don't really know much of anything. I played a little bit of Assassin's Creed 2.
That's the one everyone loves.
And I played a little bit of Assassin's Creed Liberation.
I beat Assassin's Creed 1 and 2. I played a lot of Brotherhood. And I played a lot of Black Flag. But my friend, it's the same friend with the Senran Kagura, all that shit. He played all the Assassin's Creed games up through 3, and he was so pissed about the way the Desmond story arc played out. He just had to come over and bitch about it for like 2 hours. So that might have colored my perception of some of the games, but I already didn't like those gameplay elements anyways. And to realize that they made you sit through all those story elements without any payoff, kind of infuriating. But yeah, I hope there's as little fucking animus, real world nonsense in Origins as possible. At this point, I'm kind of going, you know that weird storyline that you had back a decade ago that was kind of interesting because you were in the past, but you're also in the present, and it's kind of the linchpin of all the games and your whole franchise. Yeah, don't do that. Just don't do that. Like, I know it was clever, but if it really mattered to you, if it really made sense, if you really had a actual story to tell us, you wouldn't have fucking made fucking 9 of them in 10 years. You would have actually gotten to the fucking point and made the series go somewhere at some point. But you didn't. So now no one cares. So just give us what we want. The ability to murder people in lovingly recreated, reimagined past locations. I'm not being harsh. That's just what I want. I don't want to have to walk around a warehouse and talk to a bunch of fucking dorks in the fucking present day. I want to kill things and climb pyramids and wrestle
Still
hippos.
going on.
I know.
You've made your point.
Can I make it again?
Mm.
Okay,
It's
we'll
getting
move on.
hot in here and it's making me irritable.
You're always irritable. Why don't you go talking about vaginas again? That was fun.
Everyone loves vagina.
Well, we do have a little bit of news. We'll try to get through this fairly quickly because we've been going at this for a while. And I'm running out of voice. I know, it's amazing, but it does happen. We had a whole bunch of games be announced, at least their release dates. Some of them leaked, some of them are hearsay, some of them were just confirmed. So let's get to it. The Diablo 3 Necromancer finally has a release date after months of fucking nothing. It's coming out in a week. Hooray. It's going to be $15. You'll get the Necromancer. Hopefully it'll be a proper DLC where they'll throw some achievements, trophies in there. I'm still waiting to see what this... I'm going to buy it. If not, not. That's digital only on the PS4 and Xbox One. It's going to be $40 if you have the PS Plus or Xbox Live service and buy it quickly. Otherwise, it'll go up to $60 because fuck you, that's why. And...
Because it's fucking Blizzard.
Because it's Blizzard, yeah. Still, I've been looking forward to this Necromancer, so... I'm at the very least getting that. Oh, this is why bad DLC practice. Shut up, it's a Necromancer. $15 for an excuse to play through the game again, a whole bunch more loot. I'll take it. And I suspect we'll be playing that, maybe not next podcast, because I think next podcast will happen before then. But probably the podcast... You know, we might not even make it to a podcast. I might just go, okay, time out, life. It's Necromancer time. So, we'll see. We'll see if I can convince everybody to do that. In other Diablo news, on a job resume, a job posting, one of the two, I can't remember exactly right now, I don't feel like looking up the article. It was leaked that Blizzard was looking for people to help remaster some of their old games that were now getting more difficult for people to play and enjoy, I think was a paraphrase of the corporate speak they used. And the games mentioned were Diablo 2 and Warcraft 3. And where the hell did Rebecca go? Is she still here? Unless she got up to take care of her bladder again. Whatever. I'll get her opinion about this later. So we might be getting a remaster of Diablo 2 and Warcraft 3. I'll just get out with this right now. I don't give two shits or half a fuck about Warcraft 3. But Diablo 2, that game was fucking great. It got me through high school. I love that game. So, yeah, I would jump at a chance to play a remastered version of it. And, depending on when it comes out, what's going on. Did you ever play Diablo 2, Jared?
The AC on.
Oh, you turned the AC on? Okay.
Yeah, well, I turned it back off.
Okay.
You were talking to me.
Well, depending on the price and when it comes out and how the stars are aligned and all that, doing a nice, good run-through of Diablo 2 might be a thing worth doing. Like, if they're smart and they price this thing at like $20 or something cheap like that, maybe worth a play. I'm almost certain that Rebecca and I will be buying it because one of the things you said was, I've been wanting to play Diablo 2 again, so...
I have been wanting to play it again.
Sometimes I get the urge to play it, but I don't want to play the current version. I want to play vanilla, so I'll delete the patch file, and then I think that takes it down to like version 1.03, and then I'll play that version where you could gamble for gear and shit, and I will, you know, make a sorceress, I'll gamble for my Frostburns, and I'll get my fucking Stone of Jordan and all that shit, and it'll be fun. And I'll beat Diablo, and I'll be like, that's all I wanted. I'm good. So, yeah.
Got my Diablo 2 fix.
Got my fix. Like heroin, just good stuff.
I think most of my time was playing console games and like Champions of North.
What, back in the day?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm primarily a console gamer.
Yeah. I mean, I used to be I've switched back and forth a few times over the years, but Diablo 2, even a remastered version, it's not going to require any crazy specs. I would be surprised if our PC couldn't play it, which means your laptop would kill it and mine would kill it times 0.9. So, yeah.
I mostly was PC for a long time.
Yeah.
PC gamer. Well, I went from Sega Genesis to PlayStation 2.
I mean, we can have a history chat on some other show. That'd actually be a pretty good topic for a show. What systems
well,
do we
you guys
own?
got to say your shit real quick, so I said
Go on,
mine.
say your shit real quick. Did you say it?
I just finished.
You had an Atari.
You're like, oh, we'll have to talk about that another time.
Well, I mean, it's worth going over in a little more.
Then.
You had an Atari. Your brother went and
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Nathan.
Fucking dick.
Your brother went and douche bought a Sega behind your mother's back from a friend?
He was given the Atari against her wishes, and she got pissed about that. And he also, like, bought a Sega Genesis from his best friend, who was, I guess, getting a different console. Probably a 64. And, he got grounded and wasn't allowed to play his newly purchased Sega Genesis for over a month.
And everyone else was.
Watch all of us play on it. And by all of us, I mean my mom was playing it too. This person who was vehemently opposed to him getting it in the first place.
So why did your mother not want you all to have a console?
I don't know. We played PC games. I guess she was a PC elitist.
Oh god. She was a
PC master race.
She was a worshipper of Lord Gaben before Lord Gaben was Lord Gaben. Right. Well, that's a good segue. Speaking about butthurt PC fanboys, Pillars of Eternity was announced as coming over to the...
Not here, Nathan.
Oh, okay. Let's go get him. Pillars of Eternity is coming to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and it is including all the DLC that come with it, which is a good thing. People are skeptical about the game because they're like, well, this is a real-time action game, so I don't know how it'll work. You know, considering how well Divinity Original Sin and Diablo and Wasteland, and all these fucking games that were primarily PC games. Fuck, even XCOM. People were like, I don't know how that'll work on console. Turns out that these games tend to work pretty fine. Tends to be the PC ports that are shit. So there's a little bit of fucking gaming politics going on here because Paradox Interactive, the company that is publishing these on console, have been pretty shitty with their DLC practices. Oh man, I don't even know what got me. Where they would just massively raise the price of their DLC, and then they would release patches that added features that you could only activate if you had a certain DLC. And some of them were fairly basic quality of life things. So you've got a bunch of angry PC fans that are pissy at Paradox Interactive, and they're downvoting everything that they have to do with, including the console ports. So, you know, it's just them being bitches, being cunts. So, but this is the PC RPG that I've been waiting for to get ported onto the PlayStation 4. Like, we've gotten everything else. We've gotten Wasteland 2, we've gotten Divinity Original Sin, we've gotten Torment Tides of Numenera, everything. And now this is the last one. I have it on GOG, I can't bring myself to spend a lot of time playing PC games anymore. I don't know why, my levels of give a shit are too low. So, I will definitely be picking this up day one, and maybe whining to Seb and Claire a little bit and going, you know, this game comes out at the end of August, and I really don't have much to do between August and October, so, you know, might not be a bad stopgap little project. Just saying. So, yeah, weird fucking week, but we've been getting actually a lot more interesting shit after E3 than during E3. So Diablo 3 Necromancer, Diablo 2 and Warcraft 3 Remaster, and Pillars of Eternity ported to the PlayStation 4. Good shit. Good shit. And that's all I got.
Around Daredevil.
You know he doesn't do that.
You've heard of Sword Art Online, right, Nathan?
Yes. It's a JRPG franchise,
so
right?
Yeah. Well, it's a game that simulates an online world. Like an MMORPG. So there was a game, there's a series.
I know where you're going.
So yeah, there's a franchise that has anime, manga, and all kind of novels and shit like that was a predecessor to Sword Art Online called .hack. And Namco Bandai announced that they're remastering the .hack GU games, which were PlayStation 2 games.
Weren't there like 6 of them?
There were 4 of the original series, then there's 3 of the GU.
Okay, so 7. Yeah. If they release that all in a bundle, a good quality bundle, dude, that's like 1,000 hours of fucking gameplay.
Yeah, I've played and beaten 2 of the first 4 games, and then I've beaten all 3 of the GU games.
So this is a must-buy collection for you.
Yeah. I pretty much 100% the GU games.
Okay, so let me be a dick for a few seconds and just say, when are you going to find the time to play all of this?
I have no idea.
Okay. I know what it's like to buy shit without having any plans for when it's actually going to get played, so can't really rag you on it. It's just I wanted to bring that up. But
wanted to be a doof.
I wanted to be just a little bit of an asshole. I'm beyond the point of trying to make Jared be responsible with his money, especially after his last spending excursion.
I got a ring or something. No.
The other games I bought besides the Best Buy ones?
No, I didn't hear about what else you bought.
Odin Sphere.
Oh, right. he was trying to get me to buy Steins Gate on the PS4, a different one, a sequel, prequel, interquel.
Something
I
like.
had no idea. Well, I was saying you enjoyed Steingate, so I thought you might get the other game. And it's a pretty easy platinum.
Yeah, I do enjoy it, but $10 for a visual novel, a little pricey. Ooh, thanks, Jared. That was like 4 Eternity Splinters. All right, what about this ring, Rebecca?
Or it's actually a mask. I got this mask that applies poison damage every so often when I hit. Well, you know that thing where I throw my batons and it bounces between a bunch of enemies?
Oh, that just procs it like crazy?
Yeah, so they sit there and they'll take a shit ton of poison damage over and over.
That would actually work really well with this character, too. She's strong as shit, but she's fucking fragile, man. Things can just
It's
pop out
helped
under me and kill me pretty quick.
Yeah, I died.
This character's pretty beefy.
Yeah, Jared's character is tanky as shit.
That's because I can confuse enemies and pretty much get time to recover a little bit.
Yeah. I go squish pretty easy, but I've got pretty decent area of effect on everything. So, we got anything else?
Is that it? Really?
Yeah, I think. Well, it's been 2 hours. It's a pretty long podcast, especially without Greg. So, actually, the last one we did without Greg was pretty long too. See, Jared and I, we have no problem talking.
Yeah, Greg wasn't here last time either, and we just didn't do it because we were like, fuck it, we did all those E3 things.
Yeah, we did all those E3 things. I'm going to try to put those up on YouTube. I saw that other people had live commentaries on them, and they didn't look like they were getting DMCA'd or anything, so I'll do that, but I want to cut some of the stuff out of the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
Like where I had my desktop.
My quick ratings for the conferences.
All right.
EA last. Because it was fucking EA.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Next to EA was Bethesda.
Oh, theirs was horrible.
It was bad.
Then I think Microsoft and Ubisoft were tied.
They were fucking terrible, dude. God.
And then Nintendo and then Sony.
Huh.
I thought
I
Sony
was
did
so
pretty
disappointed. Like, I spent all that time watching those and eating.
Yeah. Junk and
bought food for it, and then it sucked so bad.
we got no sleep. Well, Rebecca got some sleep, but I got almost no sleep over that
I got
2 day
a few
period.
hours here and there, and then we forgot to eat for like 2 days.
We could go without eating for a few days, so. Like,
Well,
I would be super tired.
Probably be alright for a month.
Probably. I would be super tired, and then it would be almost time for one of those shows to start, so I'd be like, fuck it, I'll stay up. And I'd watch a show, and I'd get angry or somewhat excited by some of the stuff, depending on who was showing it. Mostly angry. And then I'd be too tired to go to, or too awake to go to sleep, so I'd stay up like another 3 or 4 hours playing shit. And then I'd be tired, but it'd be time for another show, so I'd stay up. And then I'd get a quick fucking nap after that show, after about 3 or 4 hours. Because I'd be fucking excited or angry again. And then I'd wake up and it'd be fucking time for another show in a bit, so yeah.
The fuck are these things?
I don't know, they look like electrical monkeys.
This was a fight.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I was with you guys. I'm gonna play
Can't we put up the no girls allowed sign?
I bet. I don't think it surprised me at all.
So, I think I rated EA last. I can't remember what rating I gave Ubisoft. Theirs was very hit and miss, like Microsoft, so I might have went Microsoft and EA at the same. Were my ratings the same as yours? I'd have to look on Facebook.
I think. Well, except for Nintendo, because you didn't see Nintendo.
I didn't see Nintendo, no. I think EA's was the worst, because they showed off nothing of note. The one good game they showed off No, they really showed off nothing, didn't they? No, they showed off that, fuck. I forgot the name of it. That
Way Out.
splits, yeah, Way Out. They showed off that, that was good. And then...
Yeah, that's about the only thing.
Yeah, everything else they whiffed on.
They didn't really do anything with... Fuck. The BioWare game.
Anthem.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pretty much went, hey, check this out. It's a logo. We'll show you more at the Microsoft conference. Like, look, that was fucking worthless.
That's
So.
dickish. EA are a bunch of dicks, though.
Yeah, they're the ones that had that fucking long-ass The Crew thing. I was like, why? What is this?
Each of the shows seem to have, like, a long-ass piece of shit fucking game trailer.
Well, Sony didn't really.
They're about the only one.
Yeah.
Like, everyone else just wasted a shit ton of time on stupid shit. Not even, like, their good shit, but, like, shit that nobody's interested in.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves, oh god.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
looked like other shit.
I put that in my review on Facebook. I said, and Microsoft, I never need to see Sea of Thieves again. And that's from the heart. The more I see of this game, the more I hate it.
God, those animations look horrible too.
I mean, everything. Like, you don't expect much out of a cartoony game like that, but you expect something. Like, not
The
expecting
only
much.
thing that looked good was the water.
That did look good. The
They
water
got the
does look
sea
good.
part right.
So,
That's
yeah.
about it.
I mean, this is a company that made Donkey Kong Country, Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Too many things already.
They made good games. I mean, I know a lot of the people that worked there before were like in other places.
Oh, look at BioWare. This is what happens when you let big fucking corporations get their hands on you. They do not care about the creative process and what it takes to actually make a good game. They want to extract profit from your name and your IPs, and then they will break you up into little pieces and make you work on mobile devices when people finally get sick of your shit. So...
EA is just so evil.
Yep, I'm looking forward to the Mass Effect mobile game that's going to be coming out in 10 fucking years when BioWare's broken up into slivers so small you can't fucking identify them. Well, yeah, they're just a shit company. And see, they've got so much bureaucratic oversight. They've got so many politics. They've got so much nonsense going on that it still takes them a really long time to make a shit product that no one wants, that people feel ripped off by. Like Mass Effect Andromeda. We knew I was going there.
Yeah, seriously.
It did not take any more fucking time for CD Projekt to make The Witcher 3 than it took for BioWare to make Mass Effect Andromeda. But you know what it did take?
Shard better stop it.
Took a shit more fucking money for Mass Effect Andromeda. So, it's just, like I said, they don't respect or care about the creative process. So, and their products suffer. Ooh, 4 Eternity Splinters just lying here. That would have sucked to miss. I need to see how many I actually have.
I wish you could give them to me.
I have 145. Okay. So, do we have anything else to talk about? Or are we good?
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Alright.
Yeah, I can't either.
Jared, I will buy Pillars of Eternity and I will tell you if it's worth getting. Like, it could be a bad port, but from what I heard about it, its PC incarnation, pretty damn good. I don't know if you've played any games like that before. Party-based, isometric, real-time RPGs that have a auto or a quick pause feature. Okay, like, those are the substance of my of my RPG experience there. Like, as soon as I got off of JRPGs, that's what I was playing. It's a very good genre that is now making a comeback, so we'll see.
Yay.
If it's good, I'll recommend it to you when it's really cheap. So, if not, I'll be really sad. And then I'll just play the GOG version instead.
Yeah, right.
Alright. But that'll do it for this episode of the 3G podcast. Holy crap, we got all that out of the way. Hopefully we have more news to talk about next week. If not, I still have a taco party to look forward to in a few days, so at least there's that. And, yeah. Until next time, we'll see you next Tuesday. It'll be episode 57. See you next time.
Alright, see ya.